When a Chinese student in the US posted a video mocking the Chinese communist regime on TikTok, he didn't expect what happened next.
The next morning, in less than 24 hours, TikTok deleted my account permanently.
TikTok is a video app popular with American teenagers. Its popularity surged during the virus pandemic. In the first quarter of this year, the app recorded over 2 billion downloads. The country with the third highest downloads was the US. This hugely popular app is owned by a company in Beijing. Joe is very angry that his account was shut down because he uses the overseas version of the app.
Since it operates in the United States, it should follow US law.
TikTok's Chinese counterpart censors criticism of the communist regime, but it said it would treat its overseas users differently.
It is an outrage that the company goes against regulations and suppresses our freedom of speech.
He thinks the account shutdown has to do with the company's ties to Beijing. Joe made the video after Hong Kong passed a controversial bill. It means anyone who disrespects China's national anthem could face up to 3 years in prison. Hong Kong pro-democracy activists see the bill as infringement on their freedom of expression. Joe also expressed his anger over the bill.
The Chinese Communist Party has no right to dominate and control Hong Kong like this, and I'm very angry about it.
Joe says Beijing's influence is not limited to Hong Kong. The regime has been sending student spies to steal intellectual property in Western countries. Beijing also uses its economic ties to take revenge and control freedom of speech in the free world. For example, after Australia demanded an investigation into the origin of the CCP virus, China imposed an 80% tariff on Australian barley imports.
All those things that the Chinese Communist Party has done are threatening the safety of the world and humanity. So I think someone must speak up and resist their vicious deeds. That's how I got my courage to speak out.
Joe is the only one in his family that is anti-communism.
Not only my parents, my entire family are devoted Communist Party supporters.
But he is different due to his past experiences. Joe said at 18, his mother tried sending him to a Beijing college, saying he could earn a lot of money if he got in.
I passed all their tests. In the end, they asked me to pledge loyalty to the Communist Party and the state. Immediately, I realized something was wrong. This is really weird, and I instantly rejected the college's offer. After I went home, my mom finally admitted that it was a college for training spies for the Communist Party.
He also doesn't like the education indoctrination. Joe said his school in the mainland forbade students to pursue their own personality and free will.
What I'm thinking about in my head is my own individual freedom. It's my human right. What does it have to do with anybody else?
After college, he was able to use software to cross over China's massive internet censorship system. He learned more about the vicious deeds of the communist regime. Longing for democracy and freedom, Joe went to the US to study in 2011. He is now in his second master's degree. He says he doesn't plan on going back to China because he could face prison for mocking the party. Reporting by Juliet Song, NTD News.